In this next example, we'd like you to use what is called the Slope-Intercept Form, where it's written y equals mx plus b, where the slope is indicated by the letter m, and where this line will cross the y-axis is written by the letter b. So b is your y-intercept, and m is your slope. So again, we want you to illustrate this and show a colleague how this is done, and I will illustrate it now. So the first thing we do when we see something like this is to plot the slope. Well, take a step back. We plot the y-intercept. Then we plot the slope. So what is my y-intercept? Well, my y-intercept here is 2. So I go on the y-axis at 2. And I see my permanent markers coming off, but I guess we can live with that. Now we want to plot our slope. And we had said slope was a ratio of y units to x units, or rise over run. And there are different techniques for this. I like to use the one that if it's positive, I'm going to start at my y-intercept and put the run in there, which is 3. And I can just mentally put them in there as 3 little units. And then my rise is 2 units, so I go up 2. And now I've made, in a sense, a right triangle, where this is my run, and this is my rise. And I do this mentally as we use it in MATLAB. We'll put a dot at the y-intercept, and then go over 3 for the run, and then 2 for the rise. And in MATLAB, it's quite easy because you just have to click on that second point here, a little slippery, and you get your line. Now, another thing to note is that if you ever see a graph that looks like this, you just make a little nice right triangle and you can pick out the run and the rise. And remember, slope is a ratio of rise, which are y units, over run. So just looking at a graph, you can pick it. So another technique that we might mention while this is here is, suppose you just saw the graph. What is the equation of this graph? Well, you would think of y equals mx plus b. The y stays, the x stays. What is our y-intercept? Plus 2. And our slope, 2 over 3. Okay, again, we'd like to have you show this using this little technique to a colleague and vice versa.